Hello. If you're watching this, you're signed up to come to our workshop today about ChatGPT. And before that happened, I just wanted to give a quick introduction in case you've missed the news about what this whole thing is. So it is a website that I have put the address here, and I highly recommend that you make your own account so that you can try these things out for yourself. You're going to hear me repeat that many times, that one of the best approaches is just to use it yourself and become familiar with what's happening. So the website is platform.openai.com/playground, and it's going to need an email and a phone number from you. So if you're comfortable with that, again, that's what I recommend that you do. So again, that you can just go directly to openai.com/playground. And I won't go through the whole sign up process here because I've already done it. But you can use a personal address, you can use a work address. I believe you can automatically use either a Microsoft or a Google account. And it'll be the standard account creation. They'll email you and verify you, and the same with a phone number. They'll text you a code, and they're not doing anything nefarious. That's just to thwart spam and abuse. So again, just go directly to this address and you can sign yourself up for an account. Okay, and once you do, then you're going to be able to log in. You're going to be able to log in and you will see something like this screen. Okay, so big area to type into. In the middle, a submit button. This means redo it, and there's various settings over here. And now at this point, I should mention that you've probably heard the phrase ChatGPT, and what I'm showing you is something called Playground. These are both basically the same product from the same company. I'm not sure why they chose to present it in two different ways, but the chat version is really this Playground, and it doesn't even have a memory. All that they're doing is resubmitting the entire chat history every time you talk to it. So I found that this is kind of a more advanced interface, but if you you should see a link to the chat version down here when you come here. Okay. So what's the idea here? The idea is that you give it some sort of prompt. That's really the only thing that it is doing is what we call a prompt completion. So based on that, you can pretty much take it in an amazing number of directions. I found it to be helpful to think of it almost like your cell phone's auto completion. It's really just looking for what are the most likely endings to whatever you have begun. So if I put in 2 + 2 is and hit submit, it says 4. And then you can ask it things. You can kind of request things. Hit submit. Okay, that's good. Let's cancel that. What I like about this playground version is that there's a length setting here. So you can kind of get longer and longer answers, or you could put in longer and longer prompts. So let's say I said, write a paragraph essay comparing Homer to Obama. Oh, and I was thinking of the Odyssey, but it chose Homer Simpson. Um, they have a few key similarities, have achieved a remarkable level of fame, and are seen as icons of the modern world. Okay. Both have a great sense of humor. All right. Spell that right? There, and it figured out the Homer that I was talking about. So I'll cancel that. So um, that's basically the demonstration. It's wide open at this point, and this is why my recommendation is just to make your own account and start playing with things. So um, like I'll show some other things that it's possible to do. You certainly don't have to mess with these settings. You can see that it's kind of allows you to tweak the randomness or the creativity. You can have it generate multiple responses each time and choose what it thinks is the best one. But you don't have to mess with any of that. So at the workshop, we'll talk about a lot more of this. Um, You can paste in some longer paragraphs and ask it to summarize it. You could paste in a few paragraphs or an essay and ask questions about that essay. You could prompt it to make its own questions about an essay or about a topic. You can do things like, say, rewrite this. Say, rewrite this at a first grade. You can see the quality of the writing has changed a little bit. And as you play with it, you'll see that there's a certain tone to the writing. It's kind of a generic corporate speak kind of tone. That's the main reason why I think the best approach is just to become familiar with it. There's this is writing that is not fancy or particularly interesting, and um, it becomes recognizable just by that, quality of plainness. But there are some neat things that you can do with it. Um, it's given students definitely the ability to just copy and paste um, answers or entire paragraphs or entire pages of text. But I think that's going to be kind of the most boring case. I think that we'll see that there's a lot more interesting things that you can do with this. So I look forward to seeing you today. This is going to be fun. And as far as today's workshop goes, could you let us know if you are going to be coming into campus today or if you just want to come in on Zoom. Either way is fine, but would you email us and just say Zoom or in person? Nothing fancy. Okay, thanks very much, and we will see you later.